dimly lit bar, lively music, laughter, and chatter in the background.
Yvonne, Kathy, and Pam are seated at a high-top table, laughing and sipping drinks. Yvonne looks more relaxed than she's been in months. Kathy, teasing. All right, Yvonne, that guy at the bar has been eyeing you for the last 15 minutes. Are you seriously going to sit here and pretend not to notice? Pam, nudging Yvonne. She notices. Look at that little grin. Go on, Yvonne. It's time you had some fun. Yvonne, smiling nervously. I don't know, guys. It's been complicated. You know, with everything. Pam, firmly. You mean Corey. And complicated is the understatement of the century. Kathy, seriously, Yvonne. You deserve this. That guy is cute. Go talk to him. Yvonne hesitates, then finally gets up. She walks toward the bar, where Patrick is standing. They start talking. Meanwhile, Corey is sitting alone in a dark corner of the bar, watching Yvonne with rage simmering in his eyes. Corey, to himself, gripping his drink. She thinks she can just forget about me, leave the kids and go out partying like some teenager? He clenches his fists as Yvonne laughs at something Patrick says. His breathing grows heavier. A few minutes later, Corey slams his drink on the table, drawing attention. He strides over to where Yvonne and Patrick are talking. Corey, angrily. Yvonne, what the hell are you doing here? Yvonne, startled. Corey, what are you doing here? Corey, ignoring her question. You leave our kids with a babysitter so you can come out here and flirt with strangers? Patrick, stepping in. Hey man, you need to calm down. Corey, turning to Patrick, furious. And who the hell are you? Stay out of this. Corey grabs Yvonne's arm roughly. The bar goes quiet as people start noticing the commotion. Yvonne, trying to pull away. Corey, let go of me. You're making a scene. Corey, through gritted teeth. Oh, I'm making a scene. You're the one embarrassing yourself and our family. You're coming with me. Now, Pam and Kathy notice what's happening and start moving toward them. Pam, to Kathy. He's out of control. We can't let him take her. Corey forcibly drags Yvonne toward the exit. She struggles, but he overpowers her. Pam pulls out her phone to start dialing. Corey's house, dark and eerie. Corey slams the door behind them and shoves Yvonne into the living room. She stumbles, but regains her footing, glaring at him. Yvonne, furious, you have no right to do this, Corey. Corey, sarcastic. No right? I'm the father of your kids, Yvonne. You don't get to play single party girl while they're at home. Yvonne, yelling back. I'm allowed to have a life, Corey. You don't own me anymore. Corey's expression darkens. He steps closer, his voice low and dangerous. Corey, you think you can just walk away from me? From us? He grabs her by the shoulders and shakes her violently. Yvonne cries out in pain. Pam and Kathy's car, speeding through the streets. Pam is on the phone with the police giving them Corey's address. Pam, frantically. Yes, he took her to his house. He's violent. Please hurry. Kathy, checking her phone. I found his address. Hang on, I'm pulling it up on the GPS. They exchange a determined glance as Pam relays the information to the dispatcher. Corey is pacing back and forth, ranting while Yvonne sits on the floor, clutching her arms where bruises are beginning to form. Corey, yelling, You think you can humiliate me? Make me look like some deadbeat while you're out with your little friends? Yvonne, quietly, tears in her eyes. This isn't about them, Corey. This is about you. You've been controlling and abusive for years. I'm done being scared of you. Corey stops pacing and glares at her, his expression unreadable. Corey, coldly, You're not going anywhere. Suddenly, red and blue lights flash through the window. The sound of sirens grows louder. Corey freezes. Outside Corey's house, Pam and Kathy are standing near their car as police officers storm the house. Moments later, Corey is dragged out in handcuffs, yelling incoherently. Yvonne emerges behind him, shaken but relieved. Pam and Kathy rush to her side. Pam, hugging Yvonne. Thank God you're okay. Kathy, angrily. He's never going to hurt you again. Yvonne looks at them, her voice trembling but resolute. Yvonne, I'm pressing charges this time. I'm done letting him control my life. The three women embrace as Corey is loaded into the police car. The camera pans to Yvonne's face, a mix of pain and determination. Weeks later, Yvonne stands at the witness stand, recounting her experiences. Her voice is steady, and she holds her head high. Corey sits at the defense table, his expression a mixture of anger and defeat. The scene fades as Yvonne finishes her testimony, a symbol of courage in the face of darkness. A dimly lit bar, lively music, laughter, and chatter in the background. Yvonne, Kathy, and Pam are seated at a high-top table, laughing and sipping drinks. Yvonne looks more relaxed than she's been in months. The earlier bar scene with Corey confronting Yvonne and dragging her away. Yvonne sits with Kathy and Pam, speaking to a police officer. Officer, sympathetic. We'll file charges against him. Restraining orders can be tricky to enforce, but we'll do everything we can to keep you safe. Cut to a courtroom, weeks later. Judge, reading aloud. The court finds the defendant, Corey Martin, not guilty due to insufficient evidence of physical assault beyond a reasonable doubt. Corey smirks as he leaves the courtroom, and Yvonne stares, devastated. Yvonne peeks out her window, paranoid. She notices a car parked nearby. It's Corey. He's sitting in the driver's seat, staring at the house. Yvonne, to herself, trembling, he's never going to stop. Later, Yvonne is packing a suitcase in her bedroom. Kathy and Pam help her gather her things. Pam, frustrated, how is this even legal? He's stalking you. Kathy, calming Pam, the law isn't always enough. We'll keep you safe, Yvonne. You'll stay with me for a while. Yvonne, sighing, thank you. I just don't know how much longer I can live like this. Over several weeks. Yvonne stays at Kathy's house. She notices Corey's car parked nearby one night. He knows where she is. She moves to Pam's house, but Corey finds her there too. Pam, angrily, he's everywhere, Yvonne. You can't keep living like this. Yvonne, nodding, exhausted, you're right. This isn't safe for me, or the kids. I need to leave. Yvonne's final night in Minnesota. Yvonne is packing her car with suitcases and loading her kids, Corey Jr. and Cassie, into the back seat. Kathy and Pam stand beside her, teary-eyed. Kathy, hugging Yvonne. Atlanta's a big change, but it's the right move. He can't follow you there. Pam, nodding. And if he does, we'll be on the next plane to help you. Yvonne, smiling through tears. You two have been my rock through all of this. I couldn't have made it without you. Yvonne looks back at the house one last time, then drives away into the night, moving into a cozy home, starting a job, and helping her kids adjust. Over time, she meets Paul, a kind and gentle man. Their relationship blossoms. Cut to a sunny backyard wedding. Yvonne and Paul exchange vows. Corey Jr. and Cassie smile as they stand beside their mom. Paul, to Yvonne, I promise to protect and cherish you and your family. You'll never have to face the shadows alone again. They kiss as the guests cheer. Yvonne looks around, finally at peace. Years later, Yvonne and Paul are sitting on their porch watching the kids play in the yard. Yvonne smiles as she sips her coffee. Yvonne, to Paul, for the first time in years, I feel safe, like I can finally breathe again. Paul, putting an arm around her. That's because you're finally free, Yvonne, and no one's ever going to take that from you.